Hello, all you hardcores out there. How are you doing? It's Russ here from Pokey's Corner, and still the biggest voice in boxing and the biggest gob. It shouldn't be the size of my gob. It's vile, isn't it? Right, we're just waiting for Andy from who is not from fucking Aberdeen to log on. Go on, Andy. Women love him, men don't fucking want to be him. We want to be a sweaty sock. But we like Andy, he's my pal. So he's my pal. He's my pal. He's a pal of mine. So we have him on. But he's all right, Andy. He's loyal. He's a bit like Max, like a loyal Labrador. So where is Andy? So there's a lot been going on in boxing, but a lot of emails regarding George Fox. George Fox, you're a cock. Why would you put it on Usyk like that when you're 4-1, never had a stoppage, and your four wins are against men? There's never had a winning record, so you're talking a lot of shit, and you're not on Big Ron's show now in June. Big Ron's big summer bonanza. You're not on Big Ron's show because you think you're in mix now as like this misfit gimmick guy. You're going to dine out for the rest of your career, George Fox, on the fact that, oh, George Fox is there. He asked Usyk about the low blow. Without he put it on him. Usyk won't even use you as a sparring partner, you clown. You'd be like lazy rhino. You'd be sent home after a few sessions. And that's it. That's the George Fox story. So it is what it is. So, okie dokie. We're just waiting for Andy now. He should be logging on any second. Andy, who is not from Aberdeen, he's from Perth. God knows what happens up there, but we like Andy. Nice to see Julian on, is it Andy's channel? Andy's Cavern YouTube, or at Canada's Boxing channel YouTube. One of them, I think he might have been on both. Nice to see him on both them channels. Julian back in the mix, back on his perch where he belongs. Always a good pundit, Julian, on the internet. Thought they all made good points, really. It's not an hard one, is it? If you're an hardcore boxing fan and you do interviews regular and you can hold your own, it's not hard to really suss out the Conor Ben situation. The kid's failed two dope tests, so it is what it is. Andy, how are you doing?
Not bad, pal.
You all right?
Yourself. You're good.
I'm all right.
Long time no see.
All
Not
right.
bad, eh?
I'm all right, kid. I'm ready for Betty Barnes.
Ready for your bed.
You are. You are.
You ready for your bed?
I will be. I've been away, and I've been at Perry Bar dog track at weekend, and I went to Western Supermare. Weather were all right. You saw pictures, didn't you? I had an hole in one. Saw the videos and
All
stuff.
right.
Yeah. Hole in one, but only at Crazy Golf. Uh, you know, number
My
four.
brother,
Number
my
four
brother
on
had a
the list. I got out of 18, they get a card, don't they? Number four, and I got a hole in one. So that was me. Well, like me, West Masters.
my brother had a hole in one at real golf the weekend. He was telling me. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
a good golf. He's a really good golfer, my brother. Eh?
is he a good golfer? Yeah.
Oh, aye,
I
aye.
thought all you lot did up there was swill.
Aye, well, no, really.
Swill
I'm,
golf.
I'm, uh, I'm not very good at golf. If I practiced, I could be shy. That's how good I am.
Yeah. All right. You did a video. People keep emailing me. Porky's Angels. I've just been talking about it for the first couple of minutes.
All right, aye.
Managed to get Julian out of his retirement home. Sat in his Shackleton high seat chair going berserk about what's going on. Eventually,
Yeah,
it became too much for him, didn't it? And he came back to the scene of the crime. What did I
he
say?
came out and he came out and surprised James, because
Yeah.
James wasn't expecting it, so it was
Did
a
well,
big surprise.
James there with two under.
He's a good lad, James. I see he was on the other day with you, was he? I seen a video of him the other day.
Yeah, I had to throw James a dog bone. Yeah, he's all right. I like James actually. He's all right. Listen,
Good
obviously,
lad.
being out game money is look. People like us lot, we've come on here. We can't be fooled by this shower of shit.
No.
There's about 40 or 50 people in boxing that are killing it financially. They're having it off, but it's all lies. It's not real life, and it's got to the stage now where think even mainstream public know it, but they're going along with it because it's boxing's when people speak to me about the sport of boxing now, they talk to me about it in that sort of like gimmick. It's sort of involved now with that Tommy Fury scene and Jake Paul scene and that now, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the next generation, the kids, my some kids, they like laugh and they think it's all the same. And it's
I mean,
sort
if
of
you,
tagged along with that now because it doesn't do the views that they're doing. And
yeah,
they've put it in a bad light. So I think this misfits, and oh, it's going to change boxing and all this. And it's Eddie Hearn said, and I'm going to call him Eddie Hills in this little scene here. Eddie Hearn, the boxing promoter, probably in the top 5 boxing promoters of the last 20 years. He's said that boxing is going to change for the better and it's going to be massive because of that influencer crowd.
mm,
Well, 5 years down the line, what's happened?
snow
It's
and
small
then
fry.
and it,
You were talking like it's going to catch up by basketball, baseball, NFL, and ice hockey, and all that nonsense. You see where I'm coming from? It hasn't. It's gone the other way. They were putting Billy Joe Saunders as a world champion on undercard on shows. We remember with that Jake Paul lot, Logan Paul,
yeah,
whatever, a lot of clowns. But they were going to be good for boxing. What have we got now? People are more interested in Mike Tyson, Jake Paul than they are Beterbiev and Bivol. How can
yes,
that be, Andy? How?
shambles. And then
You tell me.
what hasn't helped at the weekend there, you had a whole load of top name fighters and an absolute shambolic. It's like they're scared to throw a punch. It was like strictly come boxing, wasn't it? It was absolutely embarrassing.
What?
Devin
What?
Haney fight, Ryan Garcia fight. At least I know you put on a good show, didn't they? But the rest of them were just pants. And are they getting too much money? Are they lacking hunger, do you think?
Well, Tommy Fury's running around Manchester telling all tarts in the area, I'm 10 and 0. I'm 10 and 0 pro.
And they are, bro.
Will we fighting next? Because there's fights on table for you for area belt eliminator, then an eliminator for area belt. And if you win that, you go down for an English, a Commonwealth, all that nonsense. Nah, not gonna do that. It's now telling people he's a heavyweight. He's coming back as a heavyweight on Misfits. There you go. Tommy Fury, that's his story. We're going to take over British scene money and beat Anthony Yard.
Now he's a heavyweight.
Now he's a big heavyweight and he's just going to come back for any payday. Why not Tommy Fury against Big Joe Egan? Battle of the Bulldogs. Big Joe Egan there it mix with some better his steroids. David Jim's got it out of his head. He's
He's coming back.
one of them rounded guys with no shape. The big roiders who don't have any shape. You know what I mean? Because he's not doing reps. I'm like, porky. I mean,
Is that
I mean,
is that right? Is that correct that Joe Egan's back?
Joe Egan, I'll put him in headlock there. Do you know that bit of a cockatoo thing he's got going on his head? We've seen it. Like a chicken. You know,
Like a
pluck
comb.
it out like a boxing chicken. Well, it's choking him down to looking forward biceps on me. Big Joe Egan and all these big bullshit stories. Me, Mike, and Cuss eating Catskill, eating meatloaf in the Catskills, prepared by Camille, Cuss's wife, Teddy Atlas there as well. Great days, great days. Great days, Mike. Oh man, I can't remember, man. Shucks. Mike Tyson will say anything, won't he?
Hey,
Hey,
yeah, I said,
to
well,
get
Gunk
a
Mike's
fee, to get a fee, Mike, we're going to give you 40 bags. We're just going to throw a few questions at you in a working men's club in Birmingham. We're going to give you 40 bags. Do you know what I mean?
say anything, eh?
Hey, fuck a snake. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I sparred Joe Egan, but there's no footage. But there's footage 10 year previous with all other stuff he did. Fuck off. What about Mickey Theo and Joe Egan? Is that happening, Andy? What happened to that? Big Mickey's Instagram post. It's a done deal and all that shit. Two
More
months
hot air, eh?
now. We're 2 months down the line. What's happening here? With no data, fuck all. Load of
Maybe
shit.
having a maybe having a 6 month training camp.
60-year-old man chatting a load of shit.
What they want to be fighting for at that age, eh? It's like
Hey?
what they
Big
want to be
John
fighting.
Fury. Big John Fury's on about killing people again, isn't he?
What's he going to run them down on an electric scooter?
Big John's on about taking people's heads clean off the shoulder. He's on Insta. He's been
That's
out.
like
Been out at Big House 10 years, not throwing a punch. All he's done is head butted. I see Valley and one of the Usyk team, two small men.
I heard he was sending videos into you've been framed on an electric scooter.
Have you seen that video?
He's trying to get 250 quid on the hard road.
Andy, let me just stop you there. I've just had, I can't remember if it was Jerry or Liam. I think it was Liam. There's a video. Have you seen the video? Big John
Ah,
Fury, he grabs onto that kid's electric bike. He says, "Here, you know them push bikes that are electric? Gives it here." Big John there, all giving it the old Randy Mamola. He banked on one, you remember him, Randy Mamola? It's Big John, isn't
yeah.
it? He banked onto a corner. What happened? He
And there's a
went,
guy.
he sort of put bike down and sort of did like a little jump and a roll, like the fall guy called Siebers. Did you see it, Andy?
The unknown stuntman.
Andy.
I seen
The
it, yeah.
man, the unknown stuntman. Eastwood looks so fine. Andy, I couldn't believe it. I was at the bar with some show bit and I was like, what? I was hanging on for dear life by this stage, about 11 p.m. And I'm like, oh my God, he's back. He's come out from the wilderness. Jean Rambeau has now left the forest after 6 months and
Living on
appeared
board.
on an electric scooter that he's took off some poor bloke. Well, give me here, show you how to run that, pop, pop, bang, big fighting man I am. Go ride a bike or drive tanks. So
Confiscated
he's banked it over onto, and he's found a little bit of soft grass and gone, ooh, into a little
it.
hole. What a cock trying to get views.
Did you see the cameraman planted further down watching him? Getting it all set
I
up.
didn't see Umar IFL, Umar or Puppy Parsons or that liquor from the liquor squad, Human Centipede, Coogan Cassius, the Komodo Dragon. I didn't see him go, here, John, come on, that were a bit pony, wasn't it? That fake jump off the bike. What, Andy? What a
Roly poly.
load of shit.
Yeah.
Shit. And you're dealing with shit. You know what you got to do, Andy? You got to get rid of it because it leaves stains.
You got to get a bottle of Febreze, spray him down with it.
What? Hey?
Got to get a can of that, spray him with
Could you imagine if that lot were your co-accused you all up at Crown Court? They'd all go they'd all turn Queen's evidence on you, won't they? A lot of them to save their necks, but more on that another time. Dillian White. Where's he going, him now? He's hanging about for this Joshua fight like a bad, stinky, smelly, shitty smell. He's like
He's
there
got
at begging bowl, but he's like, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. It's like Bricktop signed him and just parked him up for what he did to Fury fights. Do you think? Do you
punishment.
think Bricktop's just said, hey, listen here, you piece of shit. Don't get yourself off, you're gone, you parked up. I'm not paying you no, you're not making me no. We're broke even. I've just parked you up, lad. Is he on the outside looking in now? The can man, anybody who wants it can get it, unless it's Bricktops ready, and you're not getting any of it. Where's he now? The can man is just like some. What did Billy Joe Saunders say to Eubank Security? You're nobody. You're just some big old bouncer. Is Dillian White just some big old dormant bouncer now? What is he going him now? Well, his fake brother, he's disappeared off at face of Earth, hasn't he? Another big bouncer. What's happened to them now? Are they heading for Skid Row, Andy? Fill me in. Tell your Uncle Porky.
I think they're on Skid Row. They know they're there already. They're
Skid
going nowhere.
Row?
Going nowhere. Where's Dillian White going? He's going nowhere, is he? I heard Simon Jordan was asking why he doesn't fight Fabio Wardley, but I doubt Simon Jordan doesn't know that he manages Fabio
Simon
Wardley.
Jordan, Judge Jordan, what's he going to do with them giant bins? We've seen it. We've seen him in big mouth bins. You're the best, Eddie. You're the best. He's ended up the biggest nosher in sport, hasn't he? Him. Do you know
Uh,
what? And I'm gutted because Terry Job and Dharma, my close pal on here. He terrorizes me. Oh, me and Terry have chewed the fat of a Jordan, haven't we, over the years? I'm like, oh no, Simon Jordan's here now. He's going to straighten them all out, Terry. And now look, Simon Jordan's made me look like a cock. In fact, I'm a bigger cock than the cock I already look like. What has he done him? Simon Jordan, what? He's got all this access, and all he's doing is sucking them off.
yeah. No, he's just hopeless. No, he's not quite as bad as Jug Ears and the Gad. They're probably two big lickers now, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, Wardley and Jarrell Miller's off. Well, that's a bit smelly, isn't it? Is that a silent man job?
Could be Justin Hooney's stepping in apparently, is he?
Who?
Justin Hooney, is it?
To
The
fight
Australian guy.
Wardley.
Fight Wardley, yeah.
So basically, they're just selling Wardley against TBA or a bin man, but he's Wardley from Ipswich, so we're just going to punt tickets out on strength for him being in the area.
He's one of
Is
Eddie
that a
Hilton's
good thing?
fighters,
Is that a good thing? Justin Inland, I thought they built it up as Miller, though, hadn't they?
Nah, yeah.
It's in bad taste. And it's like I said earlier in the video, there's too many shows getting put out there, then it doesn't happen. Like Max is a real close pal of mine. I had Big Ron on telephone to me the other night on WhatsApp. Max is fighting Phil Williams on Big Ron's Summer Bonanza in June, right? Let me just say this. Big Ron, I bet you pull Max off that show. I'm fed up of seeing promoters putting people on shows and then pulling them off. George Fox is now not on Dennis's show. You know that big mouthy dude who's Don Charles's kid.
Did Max not offer to fight him for nothing? They turned it down or
Max
something.
is saying he'll fight him and they'll get coats off and get at it, fight for free. Max, fight him then. Get Dennis to sort it. Cause some bollocks and fight him. Don't talk about it. I don't want to hear talkers, Max. I want to see some doers.
Let's
You
get
know
it
what I
on.
mean?
Get
You
it
are.
on. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Get your coats off and get at it. That's what we're on here. People talking a load of shit. Because where I'm from, people there's going to be a fight. They come in the pub and they wait for me to going to start. They can't start until I agree, and I just go out and I'm like, just nod. I'm like man from Del Monte, right? Get at
You say
it.
yes.
That's it. Yeah. Oh, we don't know what walking. I'm just finishing my drink. And when I've finished it, I will come out and I will be the fair play man. But no, I want to see Max do some fighting. And let Max, let's see some fighting and less talking. I don't want to see you on box, right, on a Big Ron show for the sixth time, and then pulled off a Big Ron show for the sixth time. So you're fighting Phil Williams in June. Well, we're gonna come watch you, Max. But Dennis, like other night on here, I've put video on last video. We showed a screenshot. I don't need to give Dennis any more PR. Dennis on the phone. You know why you're hammering my shows, Dennis? I hammer your shows because they're shit. You're serving up white collar shit. It's a load of shit. So, and there you go. Fair enough. You've got an IBO. We RVO. You've got a British and Commonwealth. We RVO on, and some other bird in an IBO world title fight. Some bird or something was hardly any fights.
Mm.
Is that where Dennis is at? I remember Dennis. Let me tell you this. This is a true story. In fact, I've even seen it. I've even seen pictures of this. Right. Dennis used to bowl in at these shows 20 years ago with David A when he promoted David A, yeah. So Dennis would be bowling in with David A. Oh, he's a cruiserweight, but he's going to be next heavyweight champion at world. And he were. So Dennis called it correctly, didn't he? Right.
Yeah.
And then I see some pictures of a day of Dennis bowling in a show with Max. So you've gone from future heavyweight champion at world, David A, should have got Olympics, got robbed, but ended up with world silver medalist. And you've got, and ended up, did what he did at cruiserweight, didn't he? Undisputed and won a belt at heavyweight, didn't he? Or we're unified at cruiserweight, whatever. Did O'Neill Bell have one of the belts? Whatever, David A, two-weight world champion, multiple belts, yeah. Superstar, David A. We agree, don't we?
Yeah. Right.
Dennis bowling in, and just like Frank Warren back in the day used to bowl into Mickey Duff shows with Joe Bugner in tow, right?
Yeah.
So they all like to bowl in with everywhere. And I've seen this picture, and there was Dennis bowling into an arena. There's Dennis and Max.
Hercules.
Right, Max is a lovely kid. I love him to death. My kids love Max, and my ex-missus loves him. Right,
He's a
Max.
good lad, Max. Eh?
Pardon?
He's a good lad, Max. Big up, Max.
Max is all right. Big Max, you fucking knob. Max the breadcrumb, I
Hercules.
named him. I think he's got the arse of a breadcrumb. Well, that's my opinion. But then he's changed it to Hercules.
Harold.
Because Dennis is like got this thing in his head, him and his dad used to watch Ron Lyle against George Foreman, Dennis and his Dennis Senior. And what other thing they used to watch? Steptoe and Son.
Man, Harold. Good. Just the old man.
You want to go to part two, Andy?
Yeah, no problem.
I'll
We'll
see you on
catch you up
part
with
two.
that.
Go on, pop, pop, bang. Jump on part two. Be there or be square. Peace out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Have a bit of fun night next 2 20-minute videos.